Hey guys, it's Kate. I'm a year 2 medical student here at St. George's University on the beautiful island of Grenada. I'm on my way to school right now. I just finished up my morning routine, had some coffee, got lecture this morning, and then I have some studying to do before my clinical skills small group. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna do today, and this is a day in the life. Hey guys, it's almost 9 a.m. I'm on my way to lecture right now. Today we have a pathology lecture and a pharm lecture, and then that will be my morning. We have 2 lectures every day, which is nice. I go to lecture and I watch them actually on my computer. It's a live stream, and I have like a small group that I watch my lecture with and we discuss as we go. It's more integrated, so that's my morning. Hey guys, so I just finished lecture. Today we went over basics of pathology. It's the beginning of our module, so we're kind of, learning what exactly we will be learning in path. And then pharm was also an intro lecture. So kind of just the basics of everything, what is disease, that kind of stuff. It'll start easy for the first day. I can breathe a little bit. By the end of the week, probably be crazy, ready to pull my hair out again. So now I'm just taking a break. I'm gonna go grab some lunch at Rituals, grab a coffee, and then I have to head to Clinical Skills Lab to practice with my group. Hey guys, so I am currently at Rituals. I'm grabbing some lunch between lecture and my clinical skills small group. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about some things you can do to help push you through med school, because everyone tells you it's going to be hard. They don't tell you how hard. You don't need to be a genius, you don't need to be the smartest person out there, but you need to be motivated and driven pretty much every day, which can be hard. And you need your time management skills. It's huge. I think for me it was an easy transition since I played lacrosse in undergrad, but a lot of my friends had a harder time just being constantly drilled with material. Every day you get 2 lectures, you have a small group, and you have to make sure you keep up with that material or it just keeps piling. So for me, I'm a list, make my list in the morning, check it off as I go. I wouldn't say necessarily sticking by like an hour-to-hour schedule, because you need to kind of roll with the punches too, like your day can change. But definitely time management is key right from the bat. Like you want to come in with good study habits, a good morning routine, a good, meals, even like planning your meals, everything, planning your time to go to the grocery store. Your life kind of becomes a schedule, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just something to keep in mind as you, are looking to pursue this career and kind of looking for what med school entails. I think that's probably the big thing. All right, hey guys, so right now we are in what we call CPD lab. It's basically our clinical skills. We practice with our small groups. We have the same small group all term, which is cool. You really get to know your group. And like you can see in the background, basically we go through each system, physical exam, HPI, closing out, making your diagnosis, typing up your SOAP notes, everything like that. So we practice that multiple times a week, which is really good, come clinical time. So yeah, we're gonna go through that and I'll show you guys what we do in CPD lab. All right guys, so what we're doing is there's a few different tests you can do to rule out appendicitis. Our first one, you're gonna apply pressure over here, quick rebound. And if they did have appendicitis, they would feel pain over here. And then the other one we have is the psoas test. This one you just lift up, right? So if you did this, they would have extreme pain right there. Luckily, she does not have appendicitis. So this one is Murphy's sign. So basically what we have the patient do is take in a deep breath, and when she inspires, you're going to press. If she had a pathology, it would elicit pain. And usually, like, you want to look at their face whenever you're doing something like this, because that's how we tell. Like, a lot of times they're not going to tell you straight up. You need to, visualize and see if she made a face, then there you go. Even though they might not want to admit they're in pain, they clearly are. So a lot of little signs that doesn't have to be vocal or, the physical exam itself, just visualizing like the patient walking into the room, gait, stuff like that. So yeah, that stuff's helpful, and those are all little things we learn when we do these labs. All right, guys, so I'm going to give you guys a little insight into my background and why I chose SGU and my experience here. I came from a very small area in upstate New York, and I went to a very small college. So for me, this was kind of a big move. I applied to 21 US schools and 1 Caribbean school. SGU was the lone Caribbean school. Nothing against AUC or Ross, but I knew plenty of doctors that went here. They had great careers. They were great mentors to me, and they told me to go for it. They told me that they didn't see me wasting more time getting my master's or reapplying, just personally. I mean, if that's for you, that's for you, but I wanted to keep going, push right through. So I did that. I came here, and my experience so far has been great. I have 1 year left. I will miss the island when I leave. You have 2 people at SGU. You have they love it, they hate it. Moving to Grenada is a pretty big transition. It's very different than the States. You're missing a lot of the conveniences that you have at home. And I think, people from a bigger city, that makes it very, very difficult on them. Me coming from a rural area, I was used to not having Uber and Grubhub and stuff like that and everything at my fingertips. But it's doable, and it's an amazing island. Like, you can go out and explore, just really I would say take advantage of the opportunities you have here, because SGU does a great job of showing you those opportunities and helping you to, succeed in general with school, but also to bring yourself out as a person. You're living so far away, you're really gonna figure out who you are, So I think that's kind of the coolest thing about living here, just the experience overall. All right, guys, so I just finished post-reading my path and farm lectures for the day. I like to do my single study by myself, get those lectures that I did that day out of the way before I go do MCQs or group study. Just make sure I have, at least the material grasped a little bit before I go work with my colleagues on it. So now I'm going to head to the gym, and I'm actually gonna get some spin in. And, I think that's one of the most important things is trying to find a healthy balance between, life and your school schedule alone. There's not much time for too many activities, but you need to take care of yourself. You need to go to the gym, even if you hate it like me. Get to the gym, take an hour to go to the beach even, anything that will take your mind off school. It seems counterintuitive, but it actually helps in the long run. My friend texted me the other day about, mental health, and I'm like, just take the day. You need the day sometimes. It helps. You'll be more productive the next day. So that's other than time management, I would say self-care. Time management, self-care, 2 really important things. And that's what's helped me get through my first year. And I think I'll continue on that path for the second year so far. So. All right, guys, so I just finished up at the gym. Great spin session. I just wanted to give you guys some insider tips on, the application process and if you're thinking of being a med student and what it takes to become a doctor, just the little things. Application process alone can be very rough and discouraging. Keep your motivation. Remember why you even want to become a doctor. Like, they don't ask you those questions on the application just because they, are doing it for fun. They want to know, why do you want to become a doctor? So I think keeping inspiration throughout the application process, within med school, and also using your resources. I didn't take advantage of things like YouTube, like learning from people that are going through the same thing as you. Like, you're not alone. You're not the only one that's been through it. And don't be afraid to reach out, because it does help hearing it come from someone that's already been through it, that, these aren't just doctors that are superhuman. They're everyday people like you and I. And I think that's something that my perspective changed a lot once I started. So yeah, use your resources, reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help from the beginning of the process all the way through the end. Like, we're all looking to be a team, right? Doctors, teamwork, everything. So start using it earlier than later. That's what I would say to my pre-med self. And study a lot harder than you think you are now. So arriving to the island was probably a day I didn't think was going to be scary. I was terrified as soon as I went through, got off the plane, and you're not in a terminal. You're walking off the plane onto pavement and walking inside, and the heat hits you in the face. Like, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You drive, to campus or wherever you're going after the airport, and you're going to look around like, where am I? Like, I sobbed to my dad. But when you make it to campus and you look around and you see that there's students that will literally come up to you and like, hey, you look lost. Do you need help? Like, everyone's very welcoming. And I feel like everyone says that about colleges, but truly I did feel welcome to SGU, and I've never felt out of place here, I guess I could say. Like, if I asked any of these people around me for help, they would be willing to, lend a hand. I've seen people crying in the quad, and random people will comfort them that they don't even know. It's kind of a family here, and although it might seem intimidating stepping off the plane, give it a chance, because it is an awesome place. So instead of talking about all the studying and stuff that you're going to obviously do, let me highlight some of the fun things we have here. We have a lovely beach volleyball court that they put up, new basketball courts. They have intramural leagues. You'll see people out here on Friday nights under the lights, like one of the most intense basketball games you'll see, even though it's pickup basketball. I think it's something to kind of let your steam out. We all have like this pent up stress, and that's our way of, letting it off. You'll see people competing and having a good time outside of the classroom, and that's really important. So like, get yourself involved in all those activities. We hold health fairs and clinics around Grenada. You can go volunteer plenty of places, which, seems like maybe just a resume builder to most people coming in, but it becomes like you giving back to Grenada. It's like your way to thank them for giving you this opportunity, because, most of us here wouldn't have had the opportunity to become a doctor without SGU's help. So get yourself involved and have some fun in other ways. Go be competitive with your colleagues, have fun. All right, guys, so I'm about to head home for the night. I have a little bit of cooking, cleaning, studying to do. I just wanted to thank you for coming and following me today. You guys got to see a little bit of my day, lecture, clinical skills lab, trying to hit the gym a little bit. I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity. Follow me on Instagram, Kate Shepp Med. And if you have any questions, reach out. If I don't answer right away, give me a chance, because I promise I will get to you. But I would love to answer anything you have about SGU, application process in general, or honestly, words of encouragement, because sometimes we all need that. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you guys got all the tips you needed.